Hello guys, my name is Will, welcome to one more video about Dragonheir Silent Gods. A lot of people have been asking after the Grave of Curse video I did for a team with Oggok. So I've been trying to create something like that and working on it, and I kinda achieved something. But we're gonna test it, I'm gonna show you how it works and talk a little bit about that. And I have something more extra besides the Oggok. You guys will understand why I have something extra. So, this is the team. No, this is not the team. Let's swap this. So, this is the Zephy team, okay? So, the ones seen the speedrun team, this is the team I did. And this is the Oggok team, okay? So, what is happening here? We have 3 dauntless characters. They do a lot of damage. That's basically it. And then we have Aurion and Oggok. And in this situation, you can use Aurion, you can use anyone else that can provide one or even more than one buffs. In case of Aurion, it's pretty good because he provides ally protection. He provides 1 buff. But if you have someone that can provide 2 buffs, then it's even better. So we're gonna have Aurion is going to cast this ally protection and shield before this skill here. And because of this, if you prevent this damage, it gets no shield, because this skill, since the boss has an attack up and damage up, will deal a lot of damage, and then we're gonna prevent that shield. So we're gonna use Aurion because of that. He also provides the ally protection, so reducing damage, absorbs all of the damage taken by the target. And then we're gonna use Oggok with the immortality from here. And the timings here are pretty simple, okay? We don't have much to know about this. Only timings on Oggok, because his immortality takes 5 seconds. And if we cast it way before, like at 12 seconds, at 18 will be 6 seconds and the buff will be gone. So 14 or even 15 will be the ideal situation to prevent the immortality buff to end. And then Aurion, we want this battle to finish as soon as possible. So we can just set Aurion as an auto mode. He's going to cast the first round, he's going to cast before this skill and prevent that damage. So we're gonna play this fight and see how it goes. And then I'll explain everything according with the results. So we're gonna have Aurion shield that will prevent that damage and consequently any shield. Alright. We got there. We have now the immortality from Oggok. Let's see what he's gonna do. Yeah, so Aurion is quite low, but we don't need to worry about Aurion because he's got his passive with immortality. Okay, so now we have the shields. We have Oggok immortality. And let's see what is gonna happen. So Oggok died, and we still were able to do it, okay? So Oggok was dead, right? And this is why I can only do 15 or 16, because the Oggok immortality works different from Zephy. So Oggok will be casting immortality, which is a buff. And I'm using Aurion, and this works well with Aurion because he provides another buff. But this guy will dispel a buff randomly, which can be the ally protection or it can be the immortality, alright? But since we want to finish this battle fast, and if you really have a good gear, you can use this team perfectly, okay? Aurion will provide some ally protection, which will prevent any one-shot at the first cycle, and then we have the immortality. And this will work, but there's a bit of RNG here. If you are really unlucky, you can even get that immortality be dispelled from all your characters in one of the Shinu's ultimate, alright? So let's just have a look at Zephy. So Zephy works different, okay? And that's why this works with Zephy and not so well with Oggok. Because with Zephy, she casts this Magic Nexus, and with the Magic Nexus, the buff that provides invisibility will not be up. The invisibility buff only comes up after being activated, right? So imagine, we start the fight, and let's set the timings. I don't want to kill this guy that fast. So I'm gonna cast this, alright? And we got the invisibility activated, but it didn't dispel. So the situation here is he can dispel the invisibility if it's up, but if it's not, so let's see, we're gonna do another round. is going to activate. So the invisibility is already activated. You guys can see the icon, which means can be dispelled. Alright, he dispelled, he's gonna die, bam, and he's dead. But the other guys didn't have the visibility activated. So the buff was not up, which means the Shinus was not able to dispel the buff that is not up, obviously. So this is why with Zephy works way better, okay? So you have now a team with Oggok that can do 15 and 16 with Aaron and Oggok. But now, I've not tested this team on 19, but I'm pretty sure we'll be able to do it. So I got my own team for 18, at least. It does 18. I've not tested it on 19, to be honest. But I guess we'll be able to do it. And this team is quite good. So this guy, you want to do several stuff, okay? You want to have shields, a lot of buffs, good damage, attack penalty, all of that can help. So on this team, we have everything that we need, alright? We have 2 buffs from Philosia. Philosia is amazing for this. She provides control immunity, damage reduction, that's 2 buffs. Then we're gonna have invisibility from this guy, another buff. And he's going to provide some defense stats to Philosia. Then we're gonna have Wrymrrow doing attack penalty and reducing the ultimate energy. So on these guys, the timings are quite important. On these guys, we have 14 on Wrymrrow, which means she will cast it here and delay his whole cycle for 2 seconds, which means that Shinus will not take 18 seconds to cast all of his skills. He is going to take 20 seconds, and that's why I have 20 seconds on everyone, because everyone will be doing a cycle of 20 seconds, including the boss. So this guy will cast invisibility before the boss does his ultimate, so 1 more buff that he can randomly dispel. And then we're gonna have attack penalty applied, remove the crit damage and attack up, and this means that he's not going to do much damage, because everyone will have a buff, everyone will have some sort of damage reduction, healing from Thorin, attack penalty, there's no way he can kill us, right? And this is the team I'm using, artifacts and all of that stuff. So we don't really need this, I just using this hourglass because of the accuracy. So we're gonna play. I have a high trust on this team, so I hope they don't betray me, alright? So we have Torival, so let's just have a look. Let me slow it down. So we have the shield from Philosia, right? Then we have Wrymrrow casting the ultimate. It's gonna delay this for 2 seconds. And then we're gonna have... So it's 2 seconds, and now another buff. So you guys can see we have like 4 buffs on everyone. Alright, so let's see, almost 0 damage. So this team is amazing. We have damage reduction from Philosia. Philosia provides a lot of shields. We have a good damage from the Dauntless guys. And yeah, I'm doing this on level 18, stage 18. I'm pretty sure this team can do stage 19 as well. Probably will just need a little bit of more accuracy. But you guys can see. And then we have also Wrymrrow that can provide some extra shields. And this is it basically. Okay, we have everything that we need. Casting every 20 seconds. This way will be easier to set all the timings and everything. And everyone is pretty healthy, and I think this team works pretty well. Alright, so we are now reaching the finish line. We can see we have still 1 minute 40 seconds. So we still have pretty amount of time. So I'm pretty sure we will be able to do stage 19, okay? Because he will have more HP, and we still have 1 minute and 30 seconds, so I'm pretty sure this team can do stage 19 for sure. And you can use, I'm using the Witcher's Remain on Torival, but I'm pretty sure maybe one Wrymrrow will be a bit more random RNG, but will work for sure, okay? So as you guys can see, Grave of Curse 18, and my best time was 1:12 with the team with Zephy. Alright, so this is the other team, guys. I hope this helps. I'm pretty sure this team is a bit more difficult for free-to players. We have these guys, they can be replaceable. You can use any other DPS instead of these guys. And you have Wrymrrow, you have Thorin. I'm not sure if you have Philosia. Philosia, if you don't, she's a really must-have on all content. If you have, then you can use this team on Grave of Curse and farm higher stages and push more stages with this team, alright? So I hope you guys enjoyed, and don't forget another thing before I finish this video. Grave of on the time I'm recording this video, Goblin Lair will be up in 1 day, which means the day I'm launching this video, this Goblin Lair will be closed. But after opening, we can reach level 100, which means that with this team, the last one I just showed to you, I'm pretty sure you can do stage 20 with this last team, for sure, 100% sure of that, and that's the team I'm gonna use. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave your like and subscribe for more Dragonheir Silent Gods content. Thank you so much for watching, and I see you in the next one.